Welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. Channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. As the future is not set in stone, we encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. Soul Rising, everyone, welcome back, and this is the reading on Fantasia. I am your Chakra priestess here, so let's go ahead and get into the message. It is what's today's date again? I'm recording this on the 27th of January 2024. All right, so the cards that came out for Miss Fantasia, we have the athlete card that came out first for her, indicating a dedication to transcend physical limits, including handicaps. Also, development of personal power and strength of spirit. Meanwhile, with the shadow attributes, there could be a misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, or a false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And I do peep that the color of this card is in the shade of purple realm. So this will be associated to between the third eye chakra as well as the crown chakra. And it seems like she dedicated, and due to the fact the color purple movie is, the color purple, right? I'm going to associate this with that as well, of being dedicated to transcend physical limits, as well as develop a sense of personal power and strength of spirit while doing the color purple movie. Okay, also following suit with that, we have the next card that was at the bottom of the deck with a dilettante with light attributes, highlighting the delights in arts without being a professional, or alert you to the dangers of becoming superficial in your pursuits. And then with the shadow attributes of this card, we got pretensions to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So as you can see here, you have this person that is multifaceted, from what I'm seeing. Reading, cooking, nurturing plants, art, in that sorts of form. Also, let me check out this card as well, because I haven't looked at it in specific within the guidebook. An amateur. Okay, it's another word for amateur, as far as like this word here. A jack of all trades. Again, the picture tells it all, of a multifaceted individual, being an artist, being able to cultivate, being read, and also cook, being that nurturing individual. Okay, jack of all trades, master of all, with master of none. Amateur applies to the realm of sports or useful arts such as cooking and gardening. I don't know if she is going to utilize being on the color purple as an extension of tapping into that realm. I can see her doing like cooking or gardening or something in the realms with the arts. But of course, with also, it can alert you to dangers of becoming merely superficial in your pursuits, or losing the love that drew you to your avocation in the first place. All right, so that's what that card is about. I never looked into the guidebook with this card. So this is like an amateur card. She was able to utilize her talents without seeking the professional route to some degree. And then at the top of the deck, we have child wounded, with the light attributes awakens compassion and desire to serve others. with other wounded children, as well as opens to learning the path of forgiveness. And then we have the shadow attributes with blaming all dysfunctional relationship on childhood wounds, or resisting moving on through forgiveness. So these two are like basically within the sacral chakra region that holds the childhood upbringing, the parenting, intimate relationships, and passion projects, desires, the list goes, feelings and emotions, etc. All right. To clarify these cards, we have this card that came out first with, there is a sense of obliviousness regarding to the success that came about, or being inexperienced. And I'm pretty sure she either sought out for a mentor, or a mentor has rendered to her aid regarding to continuing with her talents during her life, during this lifetime. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, if that ain't the truth, grits ain't groceries. So there has been a growth in trusting her intuition and watching out for the signs to seal the deal on some things in that matter. Some hidden blockages for Miss Fantasia. The first card that came out was a fear of failure. By attempting to avoid failure is making you miss out on opportunities. So she needs to embrace the failure. So she will undoubtedly experience on the path of success, but don't let it sway you for continue to press forward and making things happening in your realm. Meanwhile, the second card that came out for Fantasia is repeating patterns. So there is a repetitive pattern surrounding her, or she is endured, or has endured, that has not been addressed yet. So if she has not addressed that repetitive pattern or has not recognized it, she needs to look inward and figure out those triggers and those of those behaviors, so she can be able to resolve get to the root of the issue and rebuild from then on. Okay, restabilize the foundation. And then of course the ancestral money block comes into play in this matter as well. There could be false beliefs about money being passed down from her ancestors, so she needs to be able to live her own story, and by understanding how these ancestral money blocks were passed down. You look at the patterns and the programs and the things that you pick up from parental programming, to be able to overcome that way she won't be in the fear of success. So that may be the repeated pattern, is the lingering fear of failure and the ancestral money blockages surrounding that. Because the shadow attributes with Fantasia that came out is traditional shadow, having a strong attachment to traditional values, rooted values, fixed, accustomed, those sorts of things. So she needs to be able to recognize that she has the choice to choose what others expect of her, or become who she really is. In other words, she needs to create her own path, her own traditions, because sometimes those old traditions does not flow within the times that it is happening now. Sometimes there could be we have grown up in the mindset of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. However, sometimes there are some things that does need to be fixed in the meantime, in between time. That way you can be able to continue to ascend on your journey. All right. Move up to new levels, and therefore. And then there's also a combative shadow that was present at the bottom of the deck, that likes to fight or argue or being argumentative, aggressive, antagonistic. That this may have been the past with Fantasia, the past behavior of Fantasia. However, she has what the advice for this particular card is to pick and choose your battles. Okay, pick and choose your battles. You gotta know when to hold and know when to fold. Okay. Now, far as what is the tea in this matter, we're gonna ask what is the tea with Fantasia, and then we're gonna ask a couple more questions, especially regarding to the Color Purple movie. My lord. Okay, so the first card that came out for Fantasia, we got Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Is she pretending to save face with a particular situation that's got her head in the clouds? And there are fake accounts being created to spy on certain things. That's interesting. Let's follow suit with that. Digging dirt, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. Or there could be people that is digging dirt on her because they feel like she's reverting to the same pathway. Far as the latest news regarding to that particular scenario is that I did see that her family was concerned about her reverting to selling her soul type of deal in order to prevent failure from happening. And again, that results to that ancestral money blocks. Okay. Some people probably getting proof and evidence in this matter regarding to this situation. So Fantasia, just keep your be on the on alert, girl. Okay. Now, far as the Color Purple movie, what is Fantasia's thoughts with the Color Purple movie? How does Fantasia feel? What are her thoughts with the movie? First card is fake smile. So she's faking it. There's a sense of facade behind this matter. Following suit with crying. She's upset about a situation. And into you regarding to a relationship with someone. Let's follow suit with that. They want her back. Looks like a guy wants her back. And then scarcity tactics are coming to a play with that. Okay, yeah. There's some scarcity tactics that come into play with this particular movie. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's ask, what did she feel about Oprah? What does she feel about Oprah? Haunted? Hustling? She's fed up. Oh, it's triggering her, and it's about money. It looked like behind closed doors, she's fed up about what's going on, to where she's gonna be moving on because There's a creative muncher. She thinks she's a creative muncher. Yikes. Let's see. What about Whoopi? Okay, what is the tea about her and Whoopi? What is the tea about Fantasia and Whoopi? Moving on. Thank you. Next. Creeping. Dusting it off. And, okay, let's follow suit with that. Too busy winning and reflecting. Okay. Moving on next, dusting it off. So it seems like there is a mixture of not being phased about not being phased about it. Far as like the creeping card, you don't have to necessarily like be actual creeping. It could mean, it can go about, the creeping card could go about wanting to possibly like get more into character of the Seeley part of the movie, but too busy winning, that could apply to both of them. I'll say more on more on Whoopi's side because of her statue, with her statue being the EGOT recipient of all the awards, as Fantasia reflects on some things that had transpired with the movie. So that's what I'm getting with this too. So there's a sense of I'm bothered, with a mixture of, okay, we're going to just leave that alone, let that be, because it's already done. The project is already done, the movie's already out, and like I said, Oprah. And did Fantasia get nominated for an Oscar? I'm gonna have to check back on that. But anyways, we're gonna go right into the analysis of the reading. Okay, so we have the impasse card in the root chakra region. That's a sacral chakra card. We got the guilt card that came out in the reverse in the sacral region. It's an alignment, but however, we're going to clarify it because there's something going on there. And then we got the Hermit card that's present in the solar plexus region, that is in alignment. And then we have the Discovery card in the heart chakra region, followed by the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That is a throat chakra card. So the impasse card in the root chakra region, that deals with what could be the root of the issue with Fantasia regarding to her money, her stability, her sense of self, meaning is all of her needs being met at this time. So it seems like there is a little roadblock along with the moon, the full moon that's present here. And again, we just had a full moon not too long ago, about 2 days ago. And dang, was the moon full in Cancer? Yeah, there was a full moon in Cancer when the movie came out for Fantasia 2. So it seems like there is a roadblock here. What's done is done. Is indicating great emotional upset. However, there is a power to change direction for better, that is supported here. And her angels are appearing to protect her in the long run. This detour is not a definite no, but be here and now, be present. Things are changing, and go where you are led for now. Okay? So, in other words, with this impasse card, again, it's a reroute. It's not an ending, it's a reroute. So it seems like there's a change of plans within the root chakra sector, by, you know, stay focused and find another path. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, in other words, she doesn't need to wait for the present situation to change. She needs to continue to stay focused and find another path. Regroup, refocus, and continue to be protected from harm. Also, she needs to ask herself, how adaptable is she, and what can this card reveal about her feelings and her reactions to delay. So it seems like, again, it falls with this ancestral money blockage here. It follows with this fear of failure, and this repeated patterns being signified here, because the crown chakra can also signify the ancestors, but also the root chakra can signify the ancestors as well, because they're the ones that lay the foundations, right? And then whenever they pass over, then they ascend to that crown chakra region and beyond to continue to give us guidance along the way when needed. Okay. Let's go ahead and clarify this region. So the question is, how adaptable is she when it comes to change of direction, especially when it comes to her money, finances, and stability? But let's clarify this. We have the Knight of Cups that come out in reverse. There is unrequited love, an unrequited lover here, with revoked offers and a sense of disappointment. Okay, so that's Piscean energy. Okay, continue forward. And it can also signify heartbreak in the past, within her young adult years. Let's see, what will be the challenge from this situation? We got the Four of Cups following suit with that. Self-serving, with self-serving disinterest. So there were some missed opportunities. That was a challenge that when it came to possibly with the Cancer symbol being there, Cancer moon. I don't know if she has a moon in Cancer, but yeah. This could signify some missed opportunities or feeling unmotivated, possibly regarding to her upbringing, and how she nurtured herself, and how she would navigate within relationships as well. Yeah. Okay, all right. And then we got the Page of Coins at the bottom of the deck, with the action that is needed for her to get in alignment, or her root chakra to be in alignment, is laying a foundation with setting goals, staying grounded, and continue to be faithful while doing so. Okay. Continuing forward with the guilt card in the reverse in the sacral chakra region. Now it is in alignment. However, this guilt card, I do make correlate this card as self-care due to what is depicted in this card. You see this woman that's ironing her clothes, but she is tied to doing it, almost like being a homemaker, you know. But but really, this is what her energy is: being in despair, wallowing in her sorrows with liquid spirits, you know. So she needs to be able to ask herself, is she giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? And is her anger really guilt? That's what she needs to ask herself. She needs to also be able to hold people accountable when needed, and continue to find her personal power regarding to her relationships, her passion projects, co-creating if needed. It don't even have to be with a literal baby, but as she dive into her project, she needs to be able to give herself, continue to nurture herself the best way that she can, that gives her joy. That way she won't feel so, she won't feel guilty and obligated to be in the traditional setting, because again, that is one of the shadow attributes, being in the traditional, being strongly attached to traditional values. So she has a choice on whether she wants to become who she really is, or do what others want you to do. There we go. Do what others want you to do. But it's not going to bring you that satisfaction. It's going to bring you guilt if you're doing that for others and not for you. So what will be the blessing out of this situation? Walk away. So there's a need for her to just walk away, release what does not serve her with the Eight of Cups energy. It's time to move on. It's time to let it go. And again, with these two cards being highlighted here, the child wounded and the amateur card, definitely highlighted. It correlates with each other. Moving forward, the challenges. What could be some challenges? What could have been some challenges? We have the Ten of Swords with the final chapter hitting rock bottom, being there is, this card says dead end, breakdown, breakup, divorce, backstab, ruin, rock bottom, or failure. So there is, the challenge has been thoughts of hitting rock bottom and failure. And again, this is this card, the fear of failure. Now, fear of failure with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. She needs to be able to go within and go and follow her intuition. She needs to go within and follow her intuition. Again, figure out what is the root of the issues, what is triggering her to continue to lean towards this shadow and being stuck with the traditional values. Again, you can have traditional moral compass and values. However, sometimes there is change needed in order to not repeat the patterns that once was. Okay, moving forward with the solar plexus region, we have the Hermit card that is present. That is her. This is Virgo energy. All right. So with the Hermit card present here in the solar plexus region, that is considered to be in alignment. It is expressing the need to soul search and introspect, being alone and seeking an inner guidance, which was one of the cards that came out when it comes to her and Whoopi. When I asked the question about her and Whoopi. Okay. And again, that's probably where that wolf in sheep's clothing come about with that notion too. Okay. Also following suit with that, let's take a look at this image. So even though this is a solar plex energy card, and with the solar plexus, it always deals about the self-esteem and everything self-esteem, self-worth, self-acceptance, all that. Okay, so how can she perceive herself with when it comes to her self-esteem and self-worth in her daily life? Well, she be in hermit mode, reflective, introspective. I'm pretty sure she don't mind being alone, because we have this girl in this image. She is wearing the color red, which signifies that root chakra card. So even though she is in solitude, she is shining light on what is, she is shining light to seek what could be the root of what's going on with her, so she can be able to get to the bottom of it, solve it, figure out some resolutions. That way she can be able to move forward. Okay. And I'm not going to clarify that. We're going to proceed forward with the heart chakra, which is a discovery card. So this is like the self-discovery card here. I indicated the self-discovery card because, as you can see, you see the spirit guide that has wisdom, because you have the owl that's heart-shaped, that is providing this being that is being open-hearted into what messages that they would like to receive, right? So you have this being here, and then you have this spirit guide that is providing wisdom, and then you have this full moon again, just like how it's present in the root chakra. You have this full moon present here, that when it comes to the full moon, it brings about things being eliminated. What either was done in the dark comes to light type of deal, or it could be in a lighter aspect of things coming into fruition. So with that being said, with this discovery card being here in the heart chakra region, that it seems like she is open-hearted for rediscovering herself. So because as you're doing that, it requires some grounding tactics or techniques. It requires some grounding in order for the foundation to continue to be built in that manner, on an energetic standpoint. Even with the physical aspect of, as long as a solid foundation is there, then the structure will be unbreakable. So let's get some clarifying cards with this. So the clarifying card, we have the Five of Coins. There, the blessing from this situation is that She has felt like she's been left out in the cold regarding to her coin. There has been some financial loss or feeling alienated in this manner. The challenge could be, what would the challenge be? We got the Three of Cups in reverse with being under the influence. And it don't have to be a third party, but there is somebody being indicated. Somebody wants her back, okay? Somebody wants her back because of this card coming out, okay? But it seems like there is some influence that's a Cancer, and whoever's the Cancer now. A third party could be involved or could have been involved where time alone is needed. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords. The follow-up, how to get back in alignment with the heart chakra, is awareness and insight. Okay? So she can be able to make sound decisions at a heart-centered standpoint. Okay, so let me see if there is... This will be this card here. That will reinforce that card. Right here, right here. But it seems like all these cards here, when I ask what was the tea about Fantasia, all these cards, they're like in relation to this heart department sector right here. Based on the clarifying cards that came out, I'm putting all cards in this sector here. Faking it, crying over. There's chemistry. Somebody wants her back, but there's a scared tactic along that way. Okay? And this is regarding to the color purple, I think. Either way it goes. Something is brewing. It seems like something is brewing. If it hasn't happened already, something is brewing. Yikes. Okay. The Five of Coins, that represents like 5 years. So there's been a sense of loss within the 5 years. Challenge was a third party or someone's influence being affecting the feelings and emotion, affecting how she feels in that manner, to where awareness and insight is needed. And this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Meanwhile, you have the Knight of Cups that's present at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Cups, that just represents a romantic gesture. Okay? Someone trying to come in with an offer. Maybe a young adult. But somebody is coming in with a proposal, per se. With an offer that you can't resist, type of deal. Interesting. That's very interesting. Let's get some hidden truths about her relationship with her and her husband. Maybe that'll probably give me some further context with this. Because I'm confusion, okay? I'm seeing wolf in sheep's clothing and scarcity tactics. And I'm like, girl, what is going on? Somebody's going to actually vocalize it too. Alright, so what could be some hidden truths with Fantasia and her husband? Oh, We got obsessive lover. Okay, we got first card that came out. We got obsession, addictions. So there is someone obsessing. Could be a woman. However, there is healing with, especially with self, gaining the confidence because of the yellow in the background. There's a sense of healing with building confidence and self-esteem. That way she can have the courage to move forward with her family. Following suit, there's an attraction, friendship, independent, and a surprise. What in the world? Okay, this could be read two ways. There could be an obsessive individual that is a woman. Meanwhile, Fantasia could be in the healing process, continue to build her confidence and strength, having the strength to move forward. Meanwhile, there's a family. Move forward with her family. There is attraction there. There's a sense of friendship and camaraderie. She is independent, and there's a surprise. It came out a surprise, or there is a surprise. The other way that could be read is that in the beginning, she could be seen as an obsessive person, combative. All right. Meanwhile, in the present form, she's in the healing stage of continuing to build her confidence and self-esteem and self-worth to where she can be more present and emotionally available there for her family. Because there is attraction here, there is friendship, and she is independent in her own right. Because that infamous BABYMA. This goes on to all my baby mamas. But she ain't a baby mama anymore. She's a wife. But there was also that other song, Who Gonna Be the Man? I'll be the man. Cause if you can't, baby, I can, and I will. So figure it out. Which one of us gonna be the man of the house? Okay, giving that tease. But it came out a surprise. Surprise. Okay, so those are the hidden truths that I'm getting on the relationship with her and her husband. So I'm gonna go with the second option on how I dissected those cards. Okay, it may seem like she was obsessive in the beginning, but now, especially since she has went through the fire and went through the to being the Sealy in this role with the color purple, it has provided a sense of healing within her. So boom, there it is. Boom, shakalaka. All right, so what lesson is Fantasia learning at this time? We have pride. Look at that. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. How to go about this situation? You see the solar plexus is highlighted in this card. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul, and specifically the heart, because of the color green, the different hues of green in this card that signifies that heart chakra. And then completion. It will bring about completion on a spiritual standpoint. And hello, look at this. The color purple. This card is the color purple. It seems like the movie has brought forth a completion for her. a spiritual one at that. Okay, just like this athlete card here that's present, being able to develop personal power and strength of spirit. Boom. Hey, yes, I like when things come together like that. So that concludes the reading for excuse me, Miss Fantasia. Feel free to chime down in the comment section below what you thought about this message with Miss Fantasia. And oh my gosh, like I said, whoever is doing her makeup and her styling, which I've seen someone post her stylist, oh my gosh, y'all deserve y'all flowers. I'm giving y'all flowers right now. Fantasia stylist, from head to toe, hair, nails, makeup, clothing, especially the clothing, hands down, y'all need y'all flowers. Y'all deserve y'all flowers, and I'm giving y'all flowers right now. Y'all are dressing Fantasia good, okay? One of the best looks that I have seen so far is coming from Fantasia. All right, Taraji stepping up her game. Well, Taraji is, getting there too. Well, she is in there as far as her style with the photos that I'm seeing on the internet. But yes, Fantasia, girl, you are getting it out there with that style. But other than that, like I said, thank you all for tuning in to this reading for Fantasia. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. Again, if you like the book of reading with me, you can scan the QR code anytime that you're seeing it in this video. There are 3 offers available. The Strengthen Thyself offer of 105 page workbook, journal workbook. It's available for purchase at a special price until the end of this month. And then, of course, I have the 2024 energy reading that's available at a special price as well. That special is going, and that special price is going on until the start of spring. Okay, the start of spring, the spring equinox area. So that's like mid-March. So that'll be ending in mid-March. And then the full moon in Leo that just passed a couple of days ago, that book activity booklet is available for purchase on my website at www.honeysoulchildbottega.com. It is consisted of 15 pages of information, beginner friendly information and interactive project activities for you to indulge in. And yeah, if you want there is a downloadable template on my link tree that's in the description box below. Downloadable templates, it's really 2 sheets, but it's 3 sheets in total that you can take advantage of until the next lunar cycle. But those are my announcements, and so be the light to you all. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.